Please subscribe to our channel, and for latest update, click on the bell icon.
Some of us might know the story of the Tom Thumb. The lovely little story. It takes place in the wood, and how his family abandons the children there, how Tom Thumb finds the way back home. It's a lovely, very interesting story. So we'll do a short comprehension on the story of Tom Thumb. The woodman, the woodman, rather woodcutter, woodman took his wife, took his family. The woodman took his family into the wood, the woodman took his family into a very thick wood where they could not see one another. The woodman took his family into a very thick wood where they could not see one another 10 paces off. 10 paces off. The woodman began to cut some wood. The woodman began to cut some wood. And the children to gather up the sticks, to gather up the sticks. And to make them into bundles, sticks, and make them into bundles. Their father and mother, seeing them also busy, crept away from them, crept away from them, bit by bit, bit by bit. And then all at once, ran away through the bushes. All at once ran away through the bushes. ran away through the bushes. When the children saw, when the children saw that they had been left alone, they started to cry loudly. They started to cry loudly. Tom Thumb, let them cry. Tom Thumb, let Tom Thumb, let them cry. For he had taken care to drop all along the road, the little white stones, he had in his pockets. Then he said to them, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Brothers, do not be afraid, brothers. Father and mother have left us here. Father and mother have left us here. But I will take you home. Take you home. I will take you home. Now some question. So this is a story, a short story, long story made into short. A story of little Tom Thumb. The woodman took his family into a very thick wood where they could not see one another after 10 paces off. The woodman began to cut some wood and the children to gather up the sticks and make them into bundles. Their father and mother, seeing them all so busy, crept away from them bit by bit, and then all at once ran away through the bushes. When the children saw that they had been left alone, they started to cry loudly. Tom Thumb, let them cry, for he had taken care to drop all along the road the little white stones he had in his pockets. Then he said to them, "Do not be afraid, brothers. Father and mother have left us here, but I will take you home." Now for some questions. We must read, understand, comprehend the passage, then answer the question. The first question. First question, where? Where did the woodman, take his family to? Take his family. The answer is the woodman took his family into a very thick wood where they could not see one another in 10 paces. Paces, 1 foot, 2, 3, like that. So the woodman took his family into a very thick wood. Thick wood is thick forest. The second question, what did he do when they got there? Second question, what did he do? What did he do when he got there? When he got there, what did he do? The woodman began to cut some wood. What did he do when he got there? The woodman began to cut some wood. Next, how did the children help their father? Next question, how? How did the children help their father? How do the children help their father? The children began to gather up the sticks. The children gathered the sticks and made them into bundles. The children gathered the sticks and made them into bundles. Next, how did the father and mother do? What did the father and mother do when the children were busy? What did the father and mother do when the children were busy? When the children were busy. Very sad question, isn't it? Their father and mother, seeing the children so busy, crept away from them bit by bit, and then all at once ran away through the bushes. What did the father and mother do? When the father and mother found the children busy, they crept away slowly into the bushes. Next question. Why did the children start to cry? Why? Why did the children start? Why did the children start to cry? The children started to cry. They started to cry when they saw they had been left alone. The children started to cry when they found that they had been left alone. Why did Tom Thumb not cry? Tom Thumb knew his parents will abandon them. So he had some pebbles, white pebbles in his pocket. So he dropped the pebbles all along the way. How did Tom Thumb take his brothers back home? Tom Thumb had dropped white stones. He followed the path and took the brothers back home. It's a lovely little story. It's a very sad story, but with the cleverness of the Tom Thumb being very clever, knew the motive of the parents, so kept it in mind, kept pebbles in his pocket, white pebbles that too, easy to identify in the thick wood. It's a lovely little comprehension. First understand, and then here is a family, woodcutter's family, taking the family into the forest, collecting wood while the children are busy. They abandoned the children. But among the children, Tom Thumb being clever, he made his way clear how to get back home.